So for my website, I'm using Wix, and so, my website has a lot to it. So where I started with was I started on the home page, and this is what I came up with. I liked this saying, creating unforgettable memories. And I like this background because it's kind of, it's big. It has the whole city of New York in it, and then it has water beyond it. So I love New York, so I picked it. And then I also put some other pictures down here just because this whole thing is about picking where you want to go and what looks best to you. And so I put these down here, and I plan on adding some more when I get some time, just to let people know how many options they really do have. It's not like beach or city or there's so many different things you can choose from. So I have several different pages. I started with where to begin, and I haven't really dove too deep into depth in any part of it because I have so much that I just kind of have barely touched on all of it just to get what I want in there at least. And so I did destination type, and I did beach, mountain, city, and then I also want to go back and add the desert or snowy mountains or other stuff. So I'm going to try to go back and add some more of those. Some things to do. I did restaurants, parks, and private events. So those are more of things that are happening at the time or at the place you're at, but they kind of run in with the next topic, which is local events. And so there could be concerts, farmers markets and street festivals, or carnivals going on. So just to make sure they know to look up all of that stuff. I started on this yesterday. I liked the first one. I didn't really try to put as much into it, but this one I really started doing as much as I could when I started it. And I started with the title, which is where to stay, and then I put hotel, and I wanted to add the pictures so the readers could get a feel of what their scene would be like if they were staying in there. And so I added a picture of a hotel, and then I did with Airbnb and VRBO, and I gave a little description, and the description basically just gives a summary of what it has and why it's good and bad. So for a hotel, I said sometimes it has breakfast and Wi-Fi, but the bad thing is sometimes you have to pay for parking. And then for Airbnb, I said it's awesome for big groups because you can cook and you don't have to go to restaurants and stuff, and you can all stay together instead of different rooms at a hotel, and just being together. It's more of a family environment, I think. And then but just to make sure you're not getting charged too much on the fees, because the fees are per person, per renter, so they can have as many fees as they want. And so I'm not done with that page either, but that's that. And then I don't think I started on any of this, but yeah, so my other pages are how to get there, which will include flights, and I'm planning on linking the under hotels, all of the websites to check for cheap hotel prices, and so the how to get there. I'm going to include an RV, a boat, not a boat, but a ferry or cruise, and flights and trains and other places as well. The planner is where the budget is going to go, and I have not started on that. That's probably where I'm going to go next because I'm really excited about that because there's so much I want to do with it. But that's where I'm at with my website right now. The only thing I am struggling with is trying to make sure I have the right amount of content on each page. So at first I wanted to do a where to stay and then the options of where to stay, and then make another page for the hotel options, but I don't want to overcrowd my website with 100 different pages. So I'm going to try to find a way to like organize them better. But yeah.